Hey everyone, it's Tyler Stroik from Universal Rackets, and if you feel like when you're up at the kitchen dinking that you struggle with it, that you can't get into a good rally, that you feel like you're going to pop the ball up too soon, then this is the video for you. In this video, we are going to be going over tips and tricks regardless of playing level that will improve your game while you are dinking up at the kitchen. The first tip, and this tip is going to completely transform your game off the bat, and it's going to get you so many more dinks in the court and not in the net or not too long, is by pointing your paddle tip down. Players struggle with dinking, especially on the forehand side, because they're holding their paddle like this. Yes, okay, if you get more advanced, you can do a slice dink and everything like that, but if you're a club level player, I want you to think about the paddle tip, and it's going to completely transform your game. And what I mean by that is by pointing my paddle tip down, that's going to force my paddle face to be pointing up. Again, a lot of players, they struggle because their paddle is like this. My paddle tip isn't pointing down, my paddle face is around here, so it goes straight into the net, or it's inconsistent. Instead of doing that, all I have to do is, if I want to be able to get more dinks in, all I'm going to do is point the tip of my paddle down towards the ground. That's going to make the face of my paddle point upward so I can get under the ball. I'm kind of scooping the ball. I want you to think of a scooping motion. So again, next time you're out on court, point your paddle tip down. That's going to keep your paddle face pointing up. And guys, you're going to get so many more balls over the net while you're dinking. Paddle tip down. If the ball's over here, look, I'm going to put my paddle tip here. If the ball's over here, paddle tip here. Okay, clearly over here, I'm going to take it backhand. But look, my paddle tip is always down. I want you to think that you're sweeping the floor. So once again, I am sweeping the kitchen line with the tip of my paddle. So over here, look, tip of the paddle down, ball goes up. Here we are, tip of the paddle down, ball goes up, okay? Whatever goes up must come down. Whatever paddle tip is down, it must go up. The second thing that I want you to think about is rhythm, okay? Dinking is like a pendulum motion, and at many Universal Rackets clinics, this is one of the first things that we teach for dinking with beginners. A lot of players, they like to go out, boom, 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 super fast. No, dinking is back and forth, and back and forth, and one and two, and one and two. Not just at the kitchen, but if you can associate rhythm with your pickleball game, especially up at the kitchen, it's going to completely transform your game. It's going to make it more simple. It's going to keep it more user-friendly, and you are going to be able to get more confident at the kitchen and get more dinks over the net. So I want you to think again, whenever you and your opponent are dinking, just think again, the ball goes to you, you dink, the ball goes to them. And one, and two, and one, and two. And one, and two, and one, and two. The next thing that I want you to think is if you play with some height, you're going to be all right. Too many players, they end up trying to perfect their dinks. Now, I don't want you to hit it up super high, okay, because then the ball's going to go super up and your opponent's going to smash it down, but it is perfectly fine when you're playing pickleball to hit the ball over the net this high. And here's what I mean, and I'm going to show you guys. Too many players try to place their dink super low over the net and become perfectionists. Or even if I make it, it's gonna look like that. Okay, that's a good shallow dink, that's for a tactic, but this video is to just make you more comfortable up at the kitchen and more effective and more consistent with your dinks. Watch, if I play with this amount of height, I am perfectly fine. Once again, I'm gonna do two more. Here we are, look, paddle tip down, just like I said, here we are. Look at all that height, because what is going to happen? Gravity, okay? Gravity is going to bring that ball down. The higher the ball I hit, the higher of a percentage that I have getting it in. And then also, guys, it's a pickleball. And what I mean by that, it's not a bouncy ball, it's not a tennis ball. Watch, when I drop this ball, it's going to bounce up at least half the height that it was dropped at, or the height that it came at, okay? So guys, if you hit a little bit of height, you're gonna be more consistent, and what's gonna happen, you're going to miss less dinks. The next thing that you can do, and this is absolutely huge, okay, is having always the next ball mentality. I want you to think when you're dinking that you're like going in an ice bath, or you're going in an uncomfortable yoga pose, or an uncomfortable position. You are there forever. When you get into an ice bath, and I've been ice bathing lately, I've been going in at 38 degrees, 37 degrees. A lot of people say this is impressive. Full disclosure, I don't dunk my full head in, but I can sit in the ice bath for 10-15 minutes. I've never tried to do more than 15 minutes, but I can sit in that ice bath. And the reason why I can sit in that ice bath is when I'm in there, I literally tell myself, I am here, I am present, I can go forever. I'm like lying to myself that I can be here, I can do it, I can be here as long as possible. And then what I do is I close my eyes and 15 minutes go by like that. The timer goes off, everyone's like, wow, you're in ice bath so long, and I'm okay, right? Same thing, dinking. If I think, don't go in the ice bath, it's so cold, what time is it, how much time do I have left, what's going to happen, time's going to go really slow. If I think, don't pop it up, don't miss, what's going to happen, I'm probably going to pop it up or miss. Next time you're on court, regardless of playing level, regardless of how good your dinks actually are, I want you to have the mentality that you can be up at the kitchen forever, okay? It doesn't matter if your opponent's going to make 50 dinks because you're going to make 51. You are always going to hit one more dink than your opponent. You're always going to get it in. If you're ever in a dinking rally, you can go forever, just like you're in an ice bath. If you can apply that mentality while you're up at the kitchen, while you're dinking, even if you're not that good at it, it's going to make you so much better because you're not going to be thinking about doing the wrong thing. You're going to think, okay, I can be here forever. Now, it's easier said than done. You need to apply these tips, paddle tip down, again, getting into a rhythm, playing with some height, we're going to be all right, and having that confidence that you can be here forever. You need to do this while you're drilling. Now, big disclaimer, if you want to get really good up at the kitchen drilling, a lot of players, including myself, and what happened is I kept on getting passed up the middle because when I was drilling with my dinks, I would just stand here and I would go out wide, out wide, out wide, out wide, okay? And then when I played, you can go anywhere on the court, you're not working with each other, right? My opponent would just pass me up the middle. Make sure that you start in your half and you go out, you hit, and you recover. So this is not good dinking practice. This is good dinking practice. Look, again, I am always hitting, recovering to the middle. I'm hitting, recovering to the middle. By doing that, by practicing your dinking, by getting confident in practice that you can go forever, that's going to help you improve in competitive games. It's going to translate, and you're going to win so many more points. Now, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys, again, apply all these tips and tricks I gave you today, you will feel more confident, more comfortable up in the kitchen, and you will lose less points, and you'll make many more dinks. Now, have a good one. Happy hitting. If you guys want any type of program in your area, make sure to click the link in the description, fill out the form, a Universal Rackets representative will get out to you. I have an awesome, brand new Amped Pro Air Selkirk paddle. It's brand new, absolutely amazing. It's like the user-friendly version of the Selkirk Power Air. They come in amazing colors. Taste the rainbow like Skittles. Highly recommend. Make sure you click the link in the description and use our promo code ADV-Universal to get a gift card with your purchase. You get a paddle, then you can get some balls. You get a paddle, then you can get a hat. It's a pretty cool promo code. Click it, subscribe, check out our newsletter. We have amazing things happening all over the country. And we'll see you guys next time you're on court.